Alrighty then, warm welcome back. I am Awakened Manifestor, one is Wisdom School. Coffee break, manifestation session number 9. All right, what we're going to do in this session, we're going to study spiritual laws. And again, like I always say in the beginning of our training sessions, if you've just visited our training free video channel, then start from the beginning and follow one on the other so you can have a better idea of where we're going with our training sessions here, okay? Now, today I'm going to touch on spiritual laws, very important. Do not confuse spiritual laws with organized religious or church laws, okay? This is important. The most important spiritual law that there are is the law of choice. Hold before your life and death, you choose. You are free from the consequences of your choices. Never, my buddy, okay? You are free to choose, but you are never free from the consequences of your choices. You are actually the sum total of all choices you've made in life. That's the basic bottom line. Hold before your life and death, you choose. Hold before you blessings and curses. It is up to you. If it's to be, it's up to you. Or if it's to be, it's up to me. Remember the 3 A's and S and R that we touched on? Repetition is the mother of all skills. Acknowledge that there's a creative power permeating every single thing in this universe. Accept responsibility for your creations. It's not always your fault, but it's always your responsibility. Appreciate the fact that God has given you the power to create any reality through the law of manifestation. All right, remember 3 A's, S and the R. You surrender to the fact that you've signed a contract before you came here to the planet Earth to live a life either by design or by default, your choice, heaven or hell, your choice, okay? And then you relax because you know that you cannot live life without using the law of manifestation that rests on the shoulders of the law of mind, okay? The law of choice. Now, this is important because many people have this mindsets about the law of attraction, and there's a huge amount of fluff going on about the law of attraction. Now, I've written a book about this concept, which you can get hold of on my website. The Secret is in the Bible, and in that I elaborate on the concept of the law of attraction and say that the law of attraction cannot work by itself. Does it work? Yes, but not by itself. It rests on the shoulders of other giants. Okay. Now, I'm just going to touch on some of these giants that the law of attraction rests on, and if you don't understand that, you'll never be able to actually implement the law of attraction so that you can create by design instead of by default. Okay, so number 1 is the law of choice. Second law, very important, is the law of present moment. Okay, you cannot make choices tomorrow for today. The only power that you have is in this current moment. Okay, it's the law of present moment. The third law is the law of process, or what we call the law of gestation. You put a seed in the ground, it's going to take a few days before it sprouts and bear fruit, okay, depending on what kind of seed you put in there. And if you've got hold of my manifesto, 19 principles to manifest the life of your design, you'll know that I elaborate on the bamboo seed in there. Okay, now this is important to realize. The law of process means that the bigger your dream are, most probably the longer it's going to take to manifest. Okay, does that make sense? Now, in our training in becoming awakened manifestors, I am awakened manifestor. My suggestion is go first for the small things, because the universe loves speed. Not only the universe, you also, okay? Now, what happens if we go for the small things and it is speedily manifested in our life, we build confidence in our ability to create other stuff also, and then we can go for the bigger dreams, okay? But if you're a seasoned manifestor, go for the bigger dreams, okay? It's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. So it's the law of choice, the law of present moment, the law of process, and then there's a beautiful law, and that's the law of deserving. You see, you don't have anything more or less in your life currently than you think you deserve. Now, I know many people up to now will say to me, but okay, up to now you've made sense, but now talk a lot of rubbish. Okay, I nearly said crap, but it's the same concept. Okay, you talk a lot of rubbish because I don't think I deserve this problematic experience. I don't think I deserve lack of financial status in my life. Well, consciously, most probably not. 10%, 90% subconsciously. If you've got it, you've got it. You have to accept responsibility for your creations, my dear friends, okay? It's in the acknowledging. Do not accept the fact that it's there. You just accept responsibility, okay? Because if you accept that which is there, it'll stick around. You just acknowledge it, and then through the power of the awakened imagination, you can be a co-creator of the opposites that you want in life. Let the weak say I'm strong. Let the poor say I'm rich. That kind of thing, okay? Doesn't make sense. Law of deserving. I've had many people in my office saying to me, I want to be a millionaire. You are well known for a manifestation master. Teach me how to manifest money. I said, okay, do you think you deserve to be a millionaire? Yes, of course I do. Well, show me the money. Okay, if you can't show me the money, then you don't think you deserve on a subconscious level that you do. And we want to change that. And again, I teach to a great extent on that in the manifestation lab. Okay, law of deserving. The following law that's kicked in place by the law of deserving is the law of expectation. And again, it's on a subconscious level, because most people do not consciously expect bad things to happen to them, but it does. Why? On a subconscious level, where there's counter intentions, counter beliefs, there's a world of its own being lived out there, and we expect things to manifest in our life, and sometimes it's not what we consciously think we want to have in our lives. But the law of reflection, which I'll touch on now as we go on, says, okay, it's there, so I must have created it. We accept responsibility for that. Now, if you're a student of the Bible, you would have noticed that there's no miracle that took place through the hand of Jesus before he asked his clients or students or patients, what do you want me to do for you? Okay, and in regards of that reaction, God will always meet you at your level of expectation. But please, please, please be aware, this is on a subconscious level. Now, of course, we will use the conscious mind to reprogram the subconscious mind. And again, we teach to a great extent on that in the manifestation lab. But just for the sake of time now, we use the conscious to reprogram the subconscious, but until we are aware of that, your subconscious will run the show, my friend. It's a given fact. Okay, so that is now the law of expectation, and guess what happens now? Now, only now, kicks in the law of attraction, because the moment you start expecting things to happen in your life, you'll attract evidence of that into your life. Does that make sense? All right, now again, we'll teach on it as we go on. Then the last law that I'm going to touch on here today is the law of reflection. To me, that is one of the most exquisite laws out there. It's when we create things in the external world from our internal perspective, because your life will not manifest otherwise than what you see internally. Image in action. Remember when I taught on that? Okay, now your image in action will reflect an external reality to you, okay? Now we can watch this reality and say, oh, shame on me, whatever the fact may be. Or you can say, I accept responsibility for my creation. I appreciate the fact that God has given me the power to create something opposite than that. Let the weak say I'm strong. Let the poor say I'm rich. Let the sick say I'm healthy. Let the thin say I'm fat. You're catching my drift. Okay. Now we use the law of reflection as a feedback mechanism. Now I'm going to end off this training session by making the following statement, which is of the utmost importance. Feedback is the breakfast of champions, my friends. I teach my students to apply the 3-minute success recipe. Very important, simplistic recipe. People pay me a lot of money, especially in the corporate environment, to teach that to businesses and so forth to become extremely successful. Number one is you have to develop an outcomes-based thinking pattern. Know what you want. If you don't know what you want, how will you know you've got it when you've got it? Number two is you have to do something about it. I know people help people readily. Indefinitely, not a chance, not a chance. At one of the other stages we'll go like, it's time that you start looking after yourself, create your own realities. Okay, so you have to do something about it. Number three, very important, you have to now check your feedback, because we have all set out to do things in our life, and many times, my dear friend, we have not achieved what we set out to achieve. What mostly happens, the moment that happens, people will go, yes, I knew that I didn't deserve this. That's the feedback mechanism. What we now do with the 3-minute success recipe, we built in a safety mechanism. We call that flexibility, okay? We built in flexibility, and we watch our feedback. If our feedback does not give us what we want, we change what we do. We change our strategy. We change our beliefs. We change what we do until we get what we want. Simplistic. Know what you want. Do something about it. Check your feedback, okay? Built in flexibility. Keep on doing that, repeating what you're doing in a different way until you manifest a life of exquisiteness by design. Awesome. That's not rocket science, is it? All right. Now, again, just for the sake of time, and we teach to a great extent on this in the manifestation model, become part of the Cognocracy tribe. Okay, it's as easy as that. All right. All right. I will see you in the next video training session, and in the meantime, of course, you have to have huge amounts of fun.